look at that.
Oh, yes!
Wow, look at that.
Gorgeous. Oh. Yes! That's what I like. Good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is. There's something very loud coming. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the WAYMOE SPOTCAST Cast Point Podcast. I'm joined today, whoa, he's loving it, by two wonderful guests. We've got Dan and Lewis from Midlands MR2, well, Midlands MR2 Workshop specifically.
Well, both.
Both. Well, so you founded it with
Andy,
and then, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm your host, Charlie. I think I can't keep bloody track. Kaisha's behind the camera, Dashwood's doing the dash cam. We're just outside Cafe and Machine The Hill. It's Banco Monday. The sun is out, and yeah, we're just gonna look at that. It's probably the most expensive thing we're gonna see all day.
There's no top trump for that, though, is there?
There is not a top trump for that, no. We should get top trumps for like service vehicles. I think that would be interesting. Well, Kaisha bought a set of top trumps, and it's all like really common cars, like Volkswagen Golfs and Nissan Qashqais. But we decided against that because the episode would last about 5 minutes, I think.
It's got to be unique.
Got to be, yeah.
we've seen quite a
Should we
few
just
unique
end it
cars.
when we see an MR2?
Wow.
Just keep going until we see an MR2.
Just half a count?
Just half count.
Yeah, end it immediately. There's one
We
here.
have to see the other half of an MR2. But yes. Wow. What? That's a common first car. What was your first car? Did you have anything
My first
interesting?
car?
Oh, don't get him started. Go on, reel them off. How many cars have you had? We worked this out.
Oh, too many.
Too many. It's a vague number.
But I started off with a
Oh, no.
Ford Fiesta.
That's gonna happen
Named
all
Gubby.
A Ford Fiesta? What was
Yeah.
this, like Mark 3 or 4 or
One.
Mark 1? Damn.
Yeah.
I like the older Fiestas, they're very cute.
I didn't even have my driving licence when I got it.
Did you drive it?
Yes.
Ah,
But it broke down every time I went out.
that sounds about right. I thought they'd be a bit more reliable when they were newer.
We still had a choke.
Oh, okay. Didn't they move to automatic chokes on a lot of cars, but they were just crap, so everyone just put manual chokes back in them?
Couldn't tell you.
Because we were talking about this yesterday. I can't remember what cars it was. I think it was Volkswagen Beetles. The automatic choke's just useless, so people move back to a manual choke. I've never driven a car with a choke. Never.
It's almost like a cruise control. Once it's up to warm, just put it on. It turns itself on.
Really? So what does a choke actually do?
Just opens the throttle, basically.
Oh, okay.
That's sort of all it does.
It chokes down. In the carburettor, you've got the Venturi bit.
Yeah.
That the air goes through it and it pulls the fuel in. And
Yeah.
the choke just chokes that. It
Oh, okay.
effectively makes it smaller, so you get more fuel to start.
Yeah, like rushes through. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And what was your first car?
Well, there's about a decade between us, so mine's a little bit. Mine had electronic fuel ignition. Mine was a Peugeot 306.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
It was the car that got me into driving because it was a lot of fun.
Was it actually fun?
Yeah.
They were rally cars, weren't they? Were they rally cars?
Mine
36
wasn't.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Mine wasn't. But yeah, I mean they did the rally version of it, but
Yeah.
they were well out of my price range
Yeah, I bet.
at the time.
I remember when I was quite young, I got a car magazine, and they had a thing where you could pull out a page and write your name and address and send it in, and the first 10 people to send it in would win a Peugeot 306 rally car model.
Yeah.
And we sent it off, and then a couple of weeks later, it came in the post. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I couldn't wait till my dad got home to show him. And it was this little 306 rally car on a little plinth with a case on top of it. And I was like, Dad, look at this. And it was on the mantelpiece, and he picked it up by the case, and it got about this far away from the mantelpiece, and then the bottom fell out of it, and it just hit the floor and smashed into a million pieces.
That sounds about right for a 306, to be fair.
Yeah, it's actually the longest a 306 has ever lasted. Was that 306?
No.
Was that 7?
207.
I
207.
can't keep up with it. They confuse the life out of me.
Yeah. But it was fun. It used to cock a wheel when you went round a
Really?
roundabout. Yeah, it used
But
to
they were latch
tripod.
stiff.
And if you really sent it into a roundabout and lifted off, you'd get a nice bit of oversteer.
Damn, that's fun.
For a front-wheel drive car,
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
My friend Saxo couldn't do that.
Well, people swear by the Saxos.
Yeah.
They love a Saxo. Ooh,
Oh, let's go.
that's nice.
But I liked the 306 so much that when I blew the first one up, I bought a second one.
Really?
Yeah.
See, when my 106 blew up,
Didn't
I
learn the
replaced the
lesson.
engine and then got rid of it because I was just like, I couldn't be bothered with it. But they do blow up. There are blow-uppy cars.
Yeah, I mean, there's that video online of the. Oh, look at that.
Chevy.
That's very nice.
Very
That was
nice.
debadged. That didn't have a Chevy badge on the back.
We all know what it is, though.
Yeah.
It's a Ferrari.
Anyone who cares knows
Yeah.
what it is anyway.
That's why I never understand debadging. Like a Vauxhall Corsa drives past with no badges on. Like, oh, it could be a Ferrari, maybe.
Could be an Opel.
Could be an Opel, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. It's like if you dent your bonnet, if you dent your bumper, you just buy a blank one, so you've not got the.
Yeah.
Because they're Opels first before they're Vauxhalls, right?
No,
Like if you pull-
Opel's European.
But I'm pretty sure if you pull the Vauxhall badge off, there's an Opel badge underneath.
There is,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Because it's GM, right?
It's part of GM.
Ooh, hair going in the wind.
That was
funny.
very windy, that did.
That did, yeah. Yeah, there's that thing that you can always tell if someone's driven to a party in a convertible because their hair's just completely screwed. Well, I thought that with the MR2, with having the T-top, it would protect your hair a bit, but it doesn't really.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem.
So you're
Well,
not
the Mark 1 I
well,
drove
yours
with the
doesn't
T-top
work.
was
so
surprisingly not windy, I thought.
Yeah, it's got them little wind deflectors on the top.
I don't think the race car has.
See, this is the thing. Neither of you have functioning MR2s right now, which isn't a
No,
great
no.
advertisement
Let's not
for
get
the
bogged down
workshop.
with whose car does or doesn't work. Right.
Well, technically I do. It's in my name, but it's just not my car.
So,
What's that? Oh, yeah, yeah.
I've got the red
one.
red automatic.
Yeah.
wow.
The
So,
wife- the wife's car.
you overboosted your K24, right?
Just a little bit.
How much by?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you fully just cracked a sleeve in half, right?
Yes. It's not fun.
So I'll put a picture up here because it is catastrophic. And what's the plan with that? Another K24?
Same block,
Yeah.
but sleeved.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
And then I'm upgrading the fuel system at the minute, so hopefully it's just a little bit more power.
Just a little bit, what, because 500, 600?
650.
Wasn't enough.
I'm going to aim for about 850, I think. Something like that.
850?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Would you run it at 850 with normal tyres, or would you only do that on a drag strip?
Yeah, I've only got one tune.
Right. You just got to be careful on the throttle when you're driving.
If you want to go slow, you just use less foot.
Less. Is it boosty or is it pretty linear?
No, it's boosted.
Okay.
It's very boosty.
It's
Yeah.
designed to be boosted.
Okay. So it's like wait for the power, then come off the throttle as the boost kicks in, I presume.
It doesn't kick in till about 4 grams.
Damn. Okay, so you can drive it pretty pedestrian if you just stay out of there.
Yeah. It's designed, but the way I built the gearbox, it's all designed to. Once you've changed from first to second from high revs, it never drops out of boost.
Oh, really? Okay, that's
So
cool.
it's only if you drive it at lower RPM you can get.
So it basically acts like 2 tunes if
Yeah.
you stay off boost. I like that. It's cool. I'll put some videos up of your car because it's ridiculous.
Not a minute.
No. And then yours, you blew up the turbo because you thought you had an exhaust rattle, but it turned out it was bits of your turbo in there.
No, so
More investigation.
Oh yeah, okay.
what happened was...
What happened?
What happened was, I was driving to National Day,
Yep.
and it was running fine, and then suddenly I had no boost.
Yep.
Behaving very strangely,
Yeah, you were
and there was a
complaining
rattle in
about-
the exhaust,
yeah.
and I thought, because
That'll be your turbine.
I
isn't it?
do have a little key bangy switch thing that makes pops and
Child
bangs.
switch.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd blown the turbo up because
Yeah. And you
standard.
don't use this switch sparingly either.
No, all the time,
I'll
for
put a video
maximum
of that up as well.
firing for maximum effect. Yeah, because obviously on the MR2 turbo, the standard turbos have a ceramic turbine wheel.
All right, okay.
So I thought I'd just shatter the
Shattered
tips
that,
off that
yeah.
because it was very convenient that I'd noticed a rattle in the exhaust the exact same time that
Yeah,
I
it
lost
makes
all my
sense.
boost.
Yeah.
But no, it turns out the rattle in the exhaust is just a bit of like metal in the baffle that's loose.
It's just an exhaust rattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's your
and we
boost
pulled the
gone then?
downpipe off,
Yeah.
and the turbo's immaculate.
So where's the boost gone?
Well,
It's lost.
it's gone. It's just
You need that boost problem
I've,
sticker that
I've,
Dan's
mis-
got.
I've misplaced the boost basically, but I think.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Notice?
Oh, I
Second one today.
I just touched your knee. I wasn't on purpose.
Feeling me up.
Yeah.
It's because you saw an Elise. 'Cause that's how you drive an Elise.
Just
Touching
an
knees.
impulsion there. I think it might be knock sensor,
Oh, okay.
and it's just pulling
So
timing
that's
and
the only thing
pulling
keeping it off the road at the moment.
Yeah. It just needs putting back
Right.
together.
Yeah.
And
We
then
took
there's
it apart to find there was nothing wrong with it.
And then there's your other MR2 that's got a very interesting engine swap.
There is. I have, that's
which
Welvin. Yeah, which one?
The one with the jet in it, Dan.
Of my 4 non-runner MR2s that I've got. Yeah.
The one that's least running. The
Well,
one
that's
with the jet in
TRD.
it.
That's
definitely
TRD.
TRD is least running, yeah.
So
That's
you've
been
got Big
that-
Le Mans kit one now, haven't you?
No, that's me.
Oh, that's you.
That's
I can't
Dan's.
if I can keep track.
Yeah, the TRD's dying on jack stands on my drive, like every good project does. So
Yes.
it's been there for about 2.5 years.
Nice. It's for the cat to hide under when it rains.
Oh, yeah.
I know you've got carport.
Yeah.
It still goes under the car,
Yeah.
mostly on the car because there's loads of paw prints all over it. But it's
What was that?
that sounded like
noise?
something from the Jetsons. That was great.
Sounds like a tiny jet engine.
Did you hear that was going up and down?
Maybe someone's put a harmonica in his bob.
Yeah, I think that might be what it is. I've never seen someone pull off the harmonica. I've seen people constantly do it to Aiden's car, but it never works.
Yeah, it never worked on Aiden's. We put quite a few on his.
Yeah.
I keep joking that I'm going to put things in his sills when I do his sills eventually on his car.
Yeah.
He's bringing it to the workshop for me to weld the sills, and I keep thinking of funny things I could put in there.
Marbles.
Well, I was thinking of one of those tubes, you know, there's one of them.
Just put
Whenever
one,
he accelerates,
I
just,
think you should
you know.
zip tie one of them to the firewall, so when he rolls it and he's lying in the ditch, he just hears.
Like a sad trombone.
Yeah.
Well, it might be a bit later now after he's broke it again.
Yeah,
Yes,
true.
he's really broke it this time.
Yeah.
What a man.
I mean, it does say something there that you've now damaged 2 sets of wheels.
Yeah.
But the universe is just telling him not to have those wheels.
Do you know if you put in hashtag Aiden's wheels are shit on Instagram, there is quite a lot of posts with that hashtag.
Are some of them not even relevant to Aiden at all?
No,
Like-
it's all MR2s.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
going to
yeah.
say, it'd be good
I think that's Andrew.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
It'd be really good if that hashtag just went viral for like random content.
Yeah, if you post a car picture, put hashtag Aiden's wheels are shit, because they are shit, and he's proper dented one now. A
Yeah.
proper dented one.
I think that one's questionable repair.
Just a bit of wood.
Oh no. Anyway,
Well, they're two-piece, aren't they? So he could just get a new barrel, couldn't he?
Yeah, I suppose.
Not, I'll cut that out. We don't want to give him any ideas. I quite like his wheels. It's just the colour that doesn't.
it's just a meme.
I don't understand his logic. He was like, "Oh, I need a daily because the MR2 is so impractical." So he got a V6 Mitsubishi from the 90s that there's like 10 of in the country. Oh yeah!
Wow, look at
That's
that.
gorgeous.
Old school.
Whoa, that was like Romanian plates or something. Right. We've got a thing on this show. I'm sure you know it by now. We've been discussing how Lewis is a fake fan. He's never watched an episode, so I'll explain it to Lewis.
Oh,
We're
does
gonna
he know?
pick Oh my God! Look at that! Yes. That's so.
They
Do you
can
have
see
ear
too.
defenders on?
Probably, yeah. They're not exactly renowned for being soundproof.
No, I can imagine they're not. We're going to pick a top trump out of this deck of sports cars, and if that car shows up, you get to go home early.
Do we get to pick one each? Oh, doubles your chances
Go
now.
on,
Yeah.
you can pick one
Double or
each.
nothing.
Pick a card, any cards.
Or should we just decide which one we want to
I
keep?
think you
Well,
should
I
have
don't
one
think
each.
we've got any.
What you got?
That's not happening. That's just not happening.
I've got a Metro 6R4.
No, you fucking haven't got a Metro 6R4.
Well, I technically have. It's a Jaguar XJ 220.
Right,
Okay.
neither of these cars are happening.
What have you got?
I've got the BAC Mono.
I think we might be alright. It might be a full-length episode today.
We're going to be here
people.
all day. Yeah.
I mean, there is one of these in the street. I've seen it before. But I can't imagine it's coming today.
Well, the Phil, who owns Caffeine and Machine, has one of those. So if he decides to bring that, I think he
Ah.
might have sold it though. Actually, I'm not sure.
I do like an XJ220.
I do. Oh, we've seen a BAC Mono on an episode before. It was as we were packing up on the Supercar Fest. Green one drove past, so we didn't even get it on camera. But there you go.
Do you want these cars back?
You can hold on to them if you like. I do want them back at the end of the episode. We don't have the budget to be getting new top trumps.
Yeah, it's consumables. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, I do like these.
So vulgar.
I know I like them. But it is just a Volkswagen
horrible
Tiguan
back end,
underneath.
though.
I just don't
Also,
like
the
it.
number plate says Sloane, as in like Sloane Street.
I'm not a fan. I
Not
don't
a
like
fan.
the vulgar big versions of other cars. Like I don't like the, what is it?
The Lamborghini one.
I don't like
That's
the Lamborghini
vulgar.
one.
I'm not a fan of that, no.
No.
It's not a
What's it called?
Lamborghini, is
What's
it?
it called? The Lamborghini?
Urus.
Urus, yeah, the Uranus. Yeah, that one.
Uranus, yeah. And then the Ferrari Purosangue, which is all right because they've put a V12 in it, which is pretty good going. Because they normally just put a big V8 in it. Well, those Bentleys are W12s, which is pretty cool. Do you think you can fit a W12 in an MR2?
You can fit anything at the
Yeah.
right time.
I'd love to put a flat 6 out of a
Well,
Porsche in one.
we've proven that you can fit any engine in it because I put a jet engine in one.
Yeah, true. That is true. But it doesn't... Fitting is a loose term there.
It fits.
It fits.
With no
There was a
firewall,
lot
no
of...
passenger seat, no gearbox,
No,
no...
it's not supposed to be practical. It's an MR2.
Yeah, true. Yeah, the P in MR2 stands for practical.
Exactly. Exactly.
Whoa!
Oh, don't even look.
It feels a bit intimate when bikes drive past.
Not
They're
big sideways.
hideous. Yeah, jet car. You've got a jet in an MR2, right?
Yeah, we kind of glossed over that, but yeah.
Because it's casual at this point. We're used to it.
It's just a project. I've always wanted to. I've had a passing interest in aviation and jet engines and things, and I always said I wanted to own a jet engine, and one popped up on the internet because on the internet you can
You
buy
buy
anything.
anything, yeah.
And we
We went.
happened to get a
Yeah, we
cheap
went.
car.
Didn't we? We went to it was a military base. We went to.
What?
It
So-
came off a military base.
The car did, not the engine.
the car is from
the
a
car
military
is from a
base,
military
but
base.
the engine's not.
No, so it was in a hangar that they use for like personal projects, and they said basically they're not going to have a chance to finish it. So we tried to rescue it,
Oh,
but
that's nice.
we were going to flip it and sell it, but then we realised it was a
That's a
bit
bit
beyond
character.
saving.
Yeah.
Beyond saving.
And it was so cheap, it was scrap
What's
anyway.
the colour? It's like a weird blue.
It's aquamarine pearl.
Aquamarine pearl.
Yes, but it's turquoise basically.
Yeah, it is turquoise, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that came up, and when I realised that it wasn't really worth putting back together, I
Should we
just
try
thought,
that
do you
again?
know what? Let's do something silly with it.
Silly
So
with it.
I postulated the idea of a track car, and then I found a jet engine and thought, why not? So then, literally a month later, we were on our way to where was it we picked it up from?
Buxton way.
It was like Buxton, wasn't it? Yeah. When it was really cold
It was cold.
in your work truck, and then we just just forklifted this. It's a Viper 535 out of the Strike Master.
And it was a lot bigger than we thought.
Yes.
So it's a training aircraft, right?
No. So the Jet Provost was a training aircraft.
Right.
The Strike Master is the fighter jet version of
Oh,
it.
okay. Wow.
So a little bit more powerful.
So you're doing a lot of fabrication, I presume, to make this thing work in a...
Yeah, they don't sell a mount kit.
No,
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
maybe
Coming
there's a
soon.
market. That's,
Coming soon. It's a bit niche, but no. There's a lot of cutting involved.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of custom fabrication involved. I don't have a starter motor for the engine.
No.
And they're ludicrously expensive if you can find one. So I've had to kind of make myself something.
But you're hoping to run this on strips, right?
Yes, at Santa Pod at some point.
'Cause you said something that made me laugh. You said you would settle for the world record.
I did say that, yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I
'Cause
said was, look, if all it does is make loads of noise and loads of flames and is really cool and obnoxious,
Yeah.
mission accomplished.
Yeah.
But if it also happens to be fast,
Ooh.
then that's just a
Because
bonus.
the current world record is whistling diesel, right? Not whistling diesel, boosted boys.
Boosted Boys,
Yeah,
yeah.
the current world record is boosted boys,
What
right?
did they do? Seven,
I think they've done a 7.6, I think.
7.6? Oh, like 190 or something?
Yeah.
But that was with a K24
K20, well, it's a K20
with a
billet
24
block.
top end, right? Or bottom end.
K20. So they go back to a K. I think it was actually a K22,
Right.
but don't quote me on that.
I won't.
But they go to a K20 and then go in between
Okay.
to keep the cylinder walls stronger.
Okay. We could officially challenge Boosted Boys here that he's coming for your record.
Let's not do that until
Yeah,
there's an end
Boosted
date on the
Boys, we're
project.
coming for you.
Because I mean,
As soon
it's
as
been
he gets a starter motor, you're done.
it's been sat in the same. Well, it's actually moved corners in the workshop, but it's
It
been
has,
sat
it's
without
moved,
being
yeah.
worked on for a year, maybe.
I remember you told me you were hoping
No. It was Jap Show finale last year that I madly scrambled to fit the engine in on my driveway.
You,
That was
first time
sketchy. I have a
time I
picture of
spoke to
that
you
if you want
about
to put that in.
Yeah, I will put. First time you spoke to me about it, you said you wanted it on the strip for January.
Yeah, that hasn't happened, has
No,
it?
it hasn't.
And
No.
you put your YouTube channel. which
I
shows
didn't
you-
specify which January, to be fair.
True, very true.
Yeah.
So
Look at that, best car on
But
the road.
I'm pretty sure you said you wanted it ready
Yes.
for October, Flame and Thunder.
I did.
It's a white plate as well.
But you didn't
That
specify
wasn't a
what
white
year.
plate. I'm
No,
an idiot.
again, it could be any year.
But the problem is people keep bringing their cars. So it runs
Yeah,
out
you
of
have
time.
too much business for your own good at this point, don't you?
Maybe we should put our prices up.
Yeah. Actually, we'll do that because Charlie's car's in at the minute, so we can up the prices before we send him the invoice.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. You think he's paying the invoice? He's gone. He's got his tickets to Bulgaria or something ready.
So I will just sell the car.
Oh, you.
Back doors are open.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I think it might have been intentional.
Maybe.
Boring. Nice colour. I forget that you two are sat in one half of an MR2. I'm like, we're getting more weird looks than normal.
Are we?
Where's the front gone?
The front fell off.
They're not supposed to do that.
No.
Doesn't typically happen.
And the best part is,
Oh, wow.
this was the rustiest side of the MR2.
Was it? So what was the fate of this car? Because it's so funny to me that a lot of Japanese people work very hard to build this car and it's now cut in half. And it is a barbecue as well.
Do you want to know the best part?
What's that?
This was a turbo.
It was a turbo.
I'm hoping a very, very broken, poorly turbo.
No, it actually drove in.
Oh
It
my!
did.
You had a driving turbo, and you cut
Look,
it.
just because it drove doesn't mean the chassis was like savable.
Okay.
It was very rotten.
You
Very
could see the floor through the door. You could see into the boot without opening it.
Yeah.
And there was a hole, I think it was that side or this side.
It had a lot of unintentional drainage holes,
Yes,
put it that way.
yeah. Yes, Cara.
I think a colander was probably
Yeah.
safer to use as a hat.
Wow.
But we decided it was going to be scrapped anyway, so this A-frame came up on Facebook Marketplace for like 40 quid.
Oh really? That's
Yeah,
good.
As an A-frame. I didn't have to disassemble
It had
it.
the wheels and everything.
Yeah, I know. It came with like axle and everything, and we just thought, yeah, let's buy that.
That worked out pretty nicely.
We did. We
So-
we saber sawed it in half with Andrew. We helped from Andrew.
Yeah. And burgers.
And burgers.
So it's-
Dan lovingly extracted the rear window as well with the
Yes,
saber
I
saw.
heard with the saber saw. Yes.
That was going really well until the very last minute.
Yes.
Yeah,
There is a video of that, by the way.
yeah, I can plug that in. I've noticed it's not the same length on both sides because the trim is sticking out on your side but not on Dan's side.
No, you see, now that's because one's a T-bar,
Oh yeah.
this is a
T-bar,
T-bar trim,
yeah.
and that's not a T-bar.
Ah, okay. Just to keep it
So they are-
interesting.
there are
Where'd you get
two.
the rubber from? Was it just a?
That is the boot trim, or
Oh, okay.
cut in
Yeah.
half, and then
The rubber's a good thinking. I would have just left it completely fucking raw.
Just for maximum danger.
Yeah. I love that the seatbelts are still there. Have you?
We put them in.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
I wonder if it's genuine.
Yeah, I wonder.
No dig
knows?
intended.
There's a lot of fakes knocking about.
There is. Replicas.
Replicas.
We had to cable tie these in.
How come?
Oh, yeah. We put these back in intentionally. We didn't just leave them in.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted it to
Have you
seatbelt.
driven it with people
Not on the road,
not on the road?
but I did have Aiden and
Well, 'cause
Jack?
Jack
think so.
slept in it, right?
Jack Bowley.
Yeah, he slept
He
on
fell
it.
asleep.
He fell asleep on it, yeah.
Yeah.
And woke up at 4 a.m. with, like, a soggy bottom.
Yeah,
'cause it
morning
was-
dew all over himself. Yeah.
It was very wet.
So it seats a bed and a barbecue.
Yes.
So if anything, you've made it more practical. This is the most
Oh, and
practical
an
MR2.
actual trailer.
Because it's
Works-
actually got
functions-
storage.
It's got storage
It
for
functions as
partners.
a trailer. Oh yeah, that's just genius.
I would bear in mind, though, you can see on here that the tow bar is adorned with sooty mess.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes.
So bear in mind that when this is on the back of Dan's car,
Oh,
because
yeah,
Dan's
'cause
car
Dan's
has a tow
exhausts are
bar,
about
the
here,
exhausts
right?
are like
Yeah.
here. So it's not particularly a comfortable ride if
It's
you
like a
wanted to
really,
ride,
really aggressive heater.
especially when he two-steps it.
I think I've also got a video of me two-stepping.
Two-stepping it in someone's face. yeah.
Aiden's face and
It
something.
was Aiden's
Oh
face.
my god, that explains a lot about his behaviour. You should drive it, do like a 2-hour journey, and put mannequins in it, and see what the state of the mannequins after the fact. They'd probably catch fire. I'd
I've got to
imagine.
make my motorbike.
It'd be like that
section
scene
there as
from, is
You're
it
gonna put a
Terminator?
motorbike in it.
I've got a little mini motorbike that I want to take down pod.
That's a good idea. You just.
Well, you mount it to this.
No mount it there.
Ooh, lots of Elises today.
Yeah.
Are there a
Oh, look at that.
Oh, minis.
That's nice.
Can't really say what
God,
we're thinking,
everyone's
what
out
was it
today.
Bank holiday, light traffic.
Weather's good. It's funny, we had a really nice week of really lovely weather, and as soon as it got Saturday, it just chucked it down.
Well,
Which is
we
typical.
tend to take the weather with us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. It always seems to be sunny when I'm out in the MR2.
that's good.
I mean, I'm not in it today, but I'm in this one.
You are in an MR2 technically.
Yeah.
You're,
Half an MR2.
You're just in the 2 bit, I guess. So the MR has been removed.
I
Because it's
don't know,
not
because the MR's the mid-engine bit, which is there.
midship runabout. So yeah, it's just the 2. 'Cause
Wow.
you're the 2-seater.
He
What the
looks
hell
very
was that?
windy.
See, I would like one of those.
I would love one of those, but
With
you can
my
get them
engine in it.
K20 in them. It would be good fun.
A
Miserable in
K20
the
go
rain.
kart.
Yeah.
All really good fun in the rain. Depends what mood you're in, I guess.
But hey, if you're in MR2, you shouldn't take it out in the rain anyway.
No, I took mine out in the rain when it had its throttle problems. So it was 0% throttle or 100% throttle. There was no.
Ah, the old digital throttle.
Yeah, and I had a brown pants moment on a mini roundabout coming off in the rain. It's not good. And then not a fan of them, especially in the mornings. Even if it's not rain, when it's just like dew on the road and you lump it on a slip road and
Yeah.
it doesn't hang on very well.
My mate had one of them kit cars. I don't know which one it was. I don't know.
There's
cars
so
very
many
well.
of them.
But it had like a Pinto engine in it.
Yeah,
Philip
there might be
Pinto.
a Westfield.
Yeah.
Ford Sierra.
No, what was it? It was a.
Philip Pinto, Ford Sierra, isn't it?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know what the actual kit car was. It's irrelevant anyway. But that thing had no rear end grip whatsoever. Because we wore helmets in it as well. Because flies are not very comfortable in your face.
Not very tasty.
No.
No.
But I remember, the only thing I remember from driving that is A, there was no back end grip because it was always sliding around, and B, someone in front at traffic lights. Ah.
Oh, yes.
One of my favourite shapes, that one.
That was lovely.
Yeah. Someone who was in front of us decided at that moment to clean their windscreen, and all the water just went over the top of the car and just drenched us.
I like that. I had-
Raging.
My 106 had broken screen wash, and you'd see someone cleaning their car, and I'd boot it and get right behind them. And
Never did that thing where you turn the washer jet sideways and drive past people.
no, I don't think.
No.
I used to do that when we used to drive through town on the old metro.
So that was the old school way of doing pop and bangs, wasn't it? Is you'd put petrol in your screen wash and then reroute it to your exhaust.
Yeah.
And
That
just
sounds
spurt
terrifying.
With a spark plug.
with a spark plug. Yeah, it's a good way of doing it.
That's the old kit. It used to be expensive. Good old 90s.
You don't want to get that wrong though, do you? And accidentally douse your windscreen.
No, it comes out and it squirts into the exhaust and they ignite the
You
fuel
just
at the back.
squirt.
So
You're
you can have big
squirting like
flames out the back.
squirting strawberry scented screen wash into your exhaust with a spark plug and cleaning your. You'd have a really clean windshield though, wouldn't you? Has anyone done that? Put just white spirit in there? Because I'm pretty sure
wouldn't
previous
recommend
owners
it.
put vinegar in my screen wash in the Focus because it stinks of vinegar.
I should point out I wouldn't recommend any of these. Don't do it, don't play it.
I would,
WD-40
yeah.
works really well as a cleaner.
That's it.
Yeah.
Binny,
Wow, boring,
Hate
boring, boring.
Lexus.
You love a Lexus. Wow, what a cool guy. But oh yeah, I love those.
So you've got all the boring cars now.
Wow.
Love
Those
a
are
Binny.
growing on me, not that one, but damn, it's just overwhelmingly boring at this point.
That looks like someone who does some utility hauling in that thing.
Whoa, fucking hell, the size of that. That man and a dog asleep on his lap, did you see?
I say I would like a camper.
Oh, what?
I would like a camper van.
Yeah, me too,
But
definitely.
I don't see the point in that.
No? Why? Not enough room?
Right, if you want to cook in it, you've got to kneel down.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have a
You
camper,
need
you
a-
buy one that you stand up in.
Yeah. But then a side wind could really ruin your day.
Not worried about that.
They're
I
not.
mean, the ultimate plan was like having a battle bus, wasn't it, for shows? You'd buy like a coach. Obviously, you have to get a different license for that, but you get a coach. You could park your car in the thing, like those big American RVs.
Yeah.
But just
Downstairs
for
in the garage.
MR2s.
Have you
Upstairs is
considered an MR2 limo?
I would like the 4-door yellow one that floats around the internet now and again.
Four-door?
It's one way to four.
I've not seen a four-door before, no.
It's yellow.
It looks like something that if you saw it today, you'd be like, "That's AI generated."
Yes,
But it was
yeah.
actually like it's been
It's like
floating
the-
around for
Yeah.
decades.
It's like the Fiesta sedan, that looks not genuine.
And the K-Ron.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Ford KA Ron.
What the fuck? Oh, yeah, no, yeah. There's... What are they yelling about?
turning,
Buffeting,
pivot.
pivot. God, they're all out today.
They really are.
See, that's what I'd like. Look at that, proper. A big American
Yeah.
one of them, like a GMC
See?
Vandura.
That's a perfect little camper, that. That'll do me.
Perfect little camper.
Would that fit on your drive?
It would, yeah, I think.
You reckon?
Just. It's the next level I can't get on my drive.
Right. The even bigger one.
Would you
Yeah.
need a different license for one of those?
No.
Oh, come on. That's not cool.
It's the baby one.
That's the V6.
Yeah, it's the baby one.
So you had one. So Lewis used to have one of these, but he's got rid of it, and now it's a bit of a sore spot for you.
It's not. I got rid of it because I wanted to start the business. It was sensible.
It was the right thing to do.
But I did really, really like that car.
Yeah.
It was a...
See, they never did it for me. I've never driven one, but they just don't...
It was the SVR, so it was spicy.
I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was good. It was fast.
Would you trade...
It goes around corners like nothing...
Would you trade your MR2s for it?
No.
What, all of them?
No. your main one,
Morty.
your turbo.
Oh, you got...
If it was mint, then financially, yes, because I could just buy another turbo.
Yeah, true.
Because, like, when they were new, they were like 100 grand cars.
Yeah.
So it'd make sense. So yes, I probably would swap it for one of them.
Damn.
And it's more capable in literally every other way. And comfier. And it's got more leather.
Midlands SVR workshop coming soon.
Oh, who knows? Who knows?
No, I'm not working on another one.
Do you
Why?
think you could...
It was horrible to work on yours.
I
So?
can imagine it was packed in quite tightly.
It's just a modern car.
Just
Yeah.
fitting the air filters from the superchargers behind the bumper, which you had to remove to get...
What a
great.
trauma.
It was terrible.
Fitting the air filters to the supercharger. What's our favourite nonsensical job on a Mark III? We don't like doing?
On a Mark III?
Anything on a Mark
Handbrake
III.
cables. Because
Handbrake cable?
yes, because to do the handbrake cables, you have to remove the fuel tank.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Cool. To do the coolant lines on the Mark 1, I had to drop the fuel tank.
Yeah.
But that's a
Same
bit
as
more
the Mark II,
involved.
that.
Yeah.
But then again, on Mark 1, I won't want to do another fuel pump.
Fuel pump on a Mark 1's not too bad.
That's horrible.
I think that was just because it was so rusty and
Yeah.
everything for you.
No,
Is it
it's
in
just
it- it's
everything's
in
in the way.
Really?
The coolant lines come over the way where your banjo bolts are.
Yeah.
Right in the way. When
Sorry.
you've got
Well,
you've got
see, I
small
dropped
hands.
all of that when I was... Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. See, I was already had all of that off when I was at that point.
To be fair, I think when the Japanese designers designed these things, they didn't have your massive hands in mind
No.
for getting into little
They didn't have
places.
much in mind, really. It was kind of an afterthought, the whole MR2 thing.
Well, to be fair, I don't think they expected them to last longer than 10 years.
No.
No.
So the fact that they're still here like
That's why they made
35
them out
years
of
later.
paper mache as well. And put like 4 bulkheads in the Mark 1. Because everyone goes on about the Mark 1 being really light, but it's quite heavy for its age. It's like 1,100 kilo, right?
Hey, look at this. BMW.
With an M Sport wheelbarrow on the roof.
Yeah.
Do you think that's got a fake M badge on the back?
The wheelbarrow, I hope so.
We should get an M badge for the table, I think. I think that's a
Oh, gosh.
boring colour. Very, very, very shiny wheels.
I just don't understand why you would get that kind of car and spend that much money and get it in
that
like
colour.
grey.
That's so cool.
I like the wheels.
What? Is that the second
Is that
2CV
another
we've
C2?
seen?
Ah.
2CV.
2CV, yeah. C2 is the new one.
They have that really strange suspension, don't they? That hydrodynamic suspension.
Can't be rolled.
Yeah, where the front and the rear suspension are linked together. So when one, what is that?
Fucking Merlin engine.
Okay. I don't have that on this card. That would be the most unlikely top trunk.
That was at the Silverstone auction this weekend.
It's not now. Someone's bought it.
Yeah. He looked very confused.
924 or 944?
944. So 924 is interesting because the 924 had a Volkswagen engine, and then when Volkswagen were like, we're not making this engine anymore, Porsche just had a car with no engine. So they put the 944 engine in it and called it a 924S.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I don't get these. It's like a Ford KA but fat.
Big KA.
Big KA, big KA. Oh. Did you see that?
No.
He hid his face.
In his face.
Wow. I'd hide my face in that.
It never ceases to amaze me though that there are so many cars that us as enthusiasts. What is that? There are some cars that us as enthusiasts look at, like that one a minute ago,
Yeah.
that you're like, oh, how dreary, how boring.
Yeah.
Yet there's so many of them on the road, and somebody bought it.
Yeah.
Somebody went into a showroom and went, yes, that's the one for me.
Yeah, Mike from Caddy Showroom was talking about this. The fact that there's yellow Nissan Dukes on the road just stumps me. So it stumps him, because someone boring enough to buy a Nissan Duke, but fruity enough to get a yellow one.
So back in the 90s, there used to be loads
Yellow
of shit
puke.
brown cars. And who wanted a shit brown car?
No. Well, now a shit brown Ford would go for a good bit of money.
Yeah.
But like that, boring. Boring. Fev. What kind of name for a car is that? Sev. Boring. Oh, it's been dented as well.
So yeah, Citroens, Peugeots.
The older ones are cool. The new ones are just miserable. I think the financial crisis made car manufacturers a lot more safe.
Yeah.
Have you seen the video of the, I think it's a Peugeot 106, ploughing it into a giant puddle and then catching fire?
No. Was it a puddle of like...
No, it's
Ethanol or
just water.
It's just water and
Just
it just
water.
catches fire?
It just ploughs it into a flood and it catches fire.
It's French engineering
Which I
for
think
you.
sums up Peugeot ownership.
Yeah,
completely.
sure. Well, I was like, oh, I want an old car. I'll get a Peugeot. I think they look cool. And I'm like, whenever my mate's like, oh, they're so unreliable, I'm just like, no, it's a myth. And it lasted 1,000 miles. And it was on 35,000 miles and the head gasket had gone. I ended up replacing the engine and the gearbox went, so I had to fix that as well.
So I had an electrical issue with my second 306. It was really raining and I had all the defoggers on. It was winter. I had the wipers on maximum. I had the heater on full.
And it was still
everything.
steamy.
And it just melted the earth strap.
Oh, it melted. Okay.
So it just everything
So
died.
if you put everything on at once, the earth melts.
I don't think that's intentional, but on my particular one
Yeah.
that happened
It's like-
because I think it was old.
Yeah.
But I don't. Yeah.
It's like Clarkson does in the Peugeot episode of Top Gear. Is he says if you press and hold the volume up button for long enough, the dashboard catches fire. So it's like
Maniac.
a maniac. That
That's
was
it.
probably the hardest I ever laughed at anything Top Gear. I
A
think.
bit like the old Novas, isn't it? Where you just turn your hazard light upside down.
Yeah.
And then start the car.
Yeah, you just got to it brings the ignition on, right? You can just bump start it. I was speaking to someone who'd done that as a joke and then left it in upside down. It caught fire.
Used to have people used to wedge 2Ps in the courses as well under the hazard light.
Really, and it would just
I think it was just to stop an ignition problem.
nice. I know with the new Fiestas, they're so easy to steal because you can go under the boot lining and then there's an OBD port there and you just plug an OBD port and unlock the car. Have you seen Jaguar Land Rover is sending customers little Faraday bags to put their keys in now? Because they just can't get them insured anymore because they're so easy to steal.
Well, they've started their own insurance company, haven't
Have they?
they? Yeah, because they can't. No one can get insurance because it's so ridiculous.
They
Most stealed car in the UK right now. Or something stupid like that.
And it's just because their keys are just so dumb and they're on all the time. Like the Mercedes ones, they go in like sleep mode if they don't move for a while.
To be fair, with my Jag, I purposely bought a Faraday box to put
Yeah.
the keys in because I didn't want it.
But I quite like pressing a button and it going beep.
Yeah. Well, it's quite funny though, because I also had the app on my phone where I could like
Yeah.
control the car, including remote start, which was funny. Because when I then sold the
colour.
car, it was sat in a dealership somewhere, and for about a month afterwards, I still had the ability to remote start it. So
Yes.
the intrusive thought of
Yeah, I
I
would
could
do
just
that.
start this up
Yeah.
and just they'd be like, "What's going on?"
Mate, they are so weird looking.
Yeah, I don't
Someone
know.
went into a dealership and went, oh, yeah, I love that. They must be nice inside.
That's a bit like when we had a visit from Ross, though, isn't it? Where his missus were making fart noises and we blamed it on you.
You what?
He come in the Tesla,
Oh,
and
yes!
me and Ross were sat behind the car, and the car
That's so
farted.
nice. Yeah.
But Lewis
Oh,
was
yeah,
just
the
coming
Tesla's
out the
got
building.
They thought
Yeah.
it was me. I turned around thinking it was one of them who just ripped one.
Hey! Yeah, they got whoopee cushions, haven't they?
Yeah.
But it was his missus on the app at home.
No. Oh, you can control it from the...
Yeah.
That's
So he
funny.
called her up and was just like, "Why are you making the car fart?" And she's like, "What are you on about?"
What are you on
And he's
about?
like, "I know it was you."
You can change the horn on those as well. So you just go, it's like a fart noise if you honk the horn.
Imagine how non-threatening that would be if you got into a traffic situation.
That's what I was. That's what I like with my MR2's horn. It's really cute when you're at a car meet, like. Meep, meep. But then
Wow,
was,
look
oh
at
my
that.
god,
Old Aston.
what was that?
Is that
number
left-hand
plate?
drive?
Yeah. What was
So,
that number plate?
for a start, I thought the one was just on her phone like this.
Yeah,
Wasn't
I
paying
thought so
attention.
too. That was like a £1 million car, right? That was like a DB5, wasn't it?
I've no idea. I'm not sure. on the
We'll
numbers.
I'll put up a
It'll be
thing.
in the 4.5s
Yeah.
area.
But what was that number plate? It was 3 sets of 2 digits. No idea. It smells good. But
smell good?
Yeah, the MR2, you pull up to a car meet, meep, meep, it's cute. But then when someone cuts you off on a roundabout, it's, just can't fucking hear it.
Yeah, they all sound pathetic.
Yeah.
You need like a
I
train
do want a
horn.
train horn,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be good.
I fitted one for
Or
my
like,
Metro
oh,
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be. You could buy mods everywhere in
Yeah.
local shops. It was great.
Yeah, we don't really have that anymore. Where you can go in Halfords and buy really shitty stickers, but that's about it. You can't like.
I remember going in. You could buy exhausts and cherry bombs.
Yeah,
and
it's such a
fucking
shame that.
underglow kits.
When did that go? Was it like kind of like the death of Max Power?
It must have
kind
been
of
the
time?
start of 2000s. It
Yeah.
started to fizzle out, but
Because I didn't realise how like vulgar Max Power actually was. Like I just thought, oh, it's cool, these cool cars. But then you look at the magazines and they're like, it's a bit much.
It's excessive, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you go to Max Power reunion and they're telling people off for revving their cars when, like, mate, they used to rate car meets on like how many boobs there were and how like loud how many burnouts there was and if the police came or not. Like.
we used to race on the streets. As
Yeah,
well.
it's-
Not bad. Like, there was no speed cameras when I was driving. We used to do laps of Burton.
Yeah, it's a different environment these days, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Is it just what changed?
I think people grew up.
AMPR.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That's when it all changed.
Yeah, because then you just look up whether or not you've got
Yeah,
tax
you-
insurance. You just can't get away with it.
Lots of cyclists out today. Always got 2 drinks.
One thing I did appreciate, going back to the Max Power cars, was
Yes.
all of the the in-car entertainment stuff.
Oh,
that
it's
they-
so good.
Like all fiberglass smoothed in.
Yeah.
Like you'd open the boot and it'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, dog, I heard you like PlayStation."
Yes.
So
Or
here's
you
a
put the
PlayStation
sun
for your
visor down
PlayStation,
and you can
like-
play Need for Speed Underground.
Yeah, exactly.
Big boot those.
That sounds like a spicy bike.
Spicy bike.
Spicy.
I couldn't tell you a single thing about that. There's a Suzuki, I think. That one definitely was a Suzuki.
I'm not very good on bikes.
No, me neither.
I used to have a VF
Oh,
400.
that's nice. I don't know what that is. Is that a 400cc, I presume?
It's a V twin.
Oh, nice. Okay.
If it was a 400 of its time, would have been as quick as a 600 of its time. But it was an 1984 bike.
Damn.
And then I had a GSX 400R import.
So I couldn't do bikes. They just scare me. I feel like I'd just get murdered by a woman in a Tritorigo that's not looking.
Or a Vauxhall Mocha.
Yes. Or Vauxhall Adam.
A Fiat 500. Let's
Yeah.
just keep having them.
Or one of those.
For one way or one of them.
Yes, Morrison's. The car, there's big lulls between like batches of really nice cars. They seem to, they come in flocks.
It's probably because of your 2-hour window at Caffeine and Machine.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So you've got to catch it on that crossover. Is it 3 hours?
I think it's free. Yeah, I think it's free. But I think we get a lot of traffic through here that doesn't even go into Caffeine and Machine. I remember once I was sat having a pint of Caffeine and Machine, we heard a car like absolutely throttling it, like full right up the red line, V8. And we were like, oh, that's going to pull in. And it never let off. And it was a Ferrari F40 doing about 100 mile an hour, just blast past Caffeine.
It's probably being sour because he couldn't get a ticket.
Yeah, yeah. Because there's loads of motorsports and stuff like based around here. Like DK Engineering's just around the corner, and they've got about 20 F40s in a garage.
Lotus is around the corner as well.
Yeah. There's something coming. It's always a bike. If you hear it from that far
it's
away.
a bike. It's a couple of bikes, guys.
Yeah. No, it's a Kia. I like it when they've actually got levers on. You see someone coming past in a like 1200cc.
Oh! Look at that!
That's so nice.
Nice.
Should we end the episode on that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Sorted. Done.
Sorted. Thank you very much for
That's not
watching,
bad
everybody.
timing as well.
If you've got an ML2 like that, call these up because there's definitely something wrong with your ML2 because it's an ML2. Do you have anything interesting you'd like to shout out that you're up to, other than obviously the workshop? I'll put all of the links and stuff for that in the description.
I don't think I have anything interesting to shout out.
Watch out for Keith at Jap Show.
Yes, watch out for Keith at Jap Show.
Are you going to elaborate on that or just
No.
watch out for Keith at Jap Show? Is this Jap Show finale?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we'll shout out that.
I think
Sixth-
that'll have
6th
happened
of
by the time
October.
they see this.
Ah.
Oh, wait, no, 6th of October. No, this
Well,
will be before.
if it's already gone out past that, then come next year.
Yes. But if you do go, watch out for Keith.
Watch out for
Keith.
Keith. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, follow the Instagram, do all the things. These guys' accounts and stuff will be in the description below the like button. And you should like the video as well. Do that. Yeah.
Don't forget to click the bell.
Oh, yeah, click my bell. I've been Charlie, this has been Dan and Lewis. They've been fantastic. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do other things, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Right.
Bye.